We are with Dr. David Kelley, and he is founder and senior fellow of the Atlas Society. Dr. Kelley, is capitalism a moral ideal?
Yes, I believe so. A moral ideal as a ideal social system, a way for people to relate. Of course, the word capitalism refers predominantly to economics, but from the standpoint of Ayn Rand and Objectivism, capitalism also covers the entire political system of limited government, private property, individual rights, and voluntary exchange, including market exchanges. The reason it's ideal is that it preserves the autonomy of the individual and allows people to deal with each other by trade, which means to deal with each other by voluntary means and to mutual benefit, rather than exploiting or being exploited.
And in this context, what does moral mean?
Well, morality is really concerned with the individual's choices of a life to lead, not with politics directly. But when we say what is the morally good system, we mean how can we best have a society and set of institutions that, first of all, allow people to act in a moral way, and that allow them to combine in a way that's just and fair, those are issues of social relationships, so that we can extend the concept of morality to the social system and ask, is this just? And so, like, in that sense, I'm saying that capitalism is a just and moral system.
And when one speaks of morality or justice, many people think that those are subjective concepts. But objectivism is about objectivity.
Yes.
Can morality be objective?
Yes, it can, because morality deals with how we should govern our choices in order to live good lives. Now, you must start with some conception of what human beings are and how they relate to the world. But if you understand that we are living beings and that we have the power of reasoning and that we have free choice, we have the power of choosing our actions, then we need morality to make those decisions at the broadest level. What am I going to do with my life? How should I deal with my family and with other people? Do I have obligations to them or not? Those are real questions. You can say they're all subjective, but there's no reason for that. All concepts, all valid concepts, must trace back to something in the world. And I think in this case, the moral concepts, such as justice and fairness and virtue, trace back to the fact that we are living beings who have certain needs that must be fulfilled, and there are certain ways we can fulfill them in order if we're going to live successfully. And morality there is the broadest set of considerations that applies to that question.
Because we are at Universidad Francisco Marroquín, now I'm thinking about the young. And do the young need moral ideals?
Certainly. In fact, often it is young people who are most drawn to an idealistic view of life and idealistic attraction to idealistic standards and causes, it's because we're talking about an age when people are achieving their own identity, achieving a sense of who they are as individuals, as opposed to just being a member of a family or a boy or a girl. Along with that choice comes some practical decisions. What career, what kind of work do I want to go into? But underlying and guiding those is always going to be, what kind of person do I want to be? I want to be myself, and that involves some things that are just, distinctive and individual to me. but I want to think well of myself. I'm going to, not that people, it's not anyone thinks in exactly these words, but it's as if I'm going to be pursuing values. I'm going to be working hard and taking effort and taking risks all my life to achieve certain things. I need to know that those are good, that those are worthwhile, they're worth living for. And I need to know what kind of person I need to be to get them, to achieve them. Does honesty work in the world, or is that just a fool's game? Must I sacrifice myself to others, or can I live to promote my own life and bring others in because I love them, if I do, but I have no obligation to save the world? I mean, these are big, big questions that will affect everything you do in your life. And as people come of age and start making some fundamental life choices, I think it's no surprise that this is a time when such questions have a real salience and importance.
Thank you very much for sharing these thoughts with us. Thank you very much.